Can you guys hear me? Okay. Good morning. I'm very excited to be here. I was just sitting in those seats last year. I want to thank Miss LaShawn for even believing in me to be up here and talk to you all. Like I said, I was here last year, and I was sitting in the seats with my young girls from the church that I volunteer, or the church that I go to, and I brought a group of girls here, and I'm like, man, I wish I could be like those young ladies that I saw last year up here talking. And little do you know, God has a mysterious way of doing things. And the last 6 months, I've been able to speak to young women, speak to older women, and tell them about my experiences. So today, I'm very honored to be talking to you, and I hope you guys get something from this presentation. I'm just going to show you guys something real quick. Does anybody know what this is? It's money, but what is it? I don't know, can you guys see what this is? It's a $20 bill. Okay. Who would like to have a $20 bill? Okay, I see all these hands. Okay, before, you guys said you would like this $20 bill. What if I did this to this $20 bill? If I crumpled it up? Would you guys still want this?
Yes.
Okay. What if I did this? I ground it into the ground, get it all dirty. I think I accidentally tore it. You guys sure you still want this? Yeah. You sure? Yeah. Somebody tell me why you would still want this. Yeah. I can hear you. Yeah, it's still money. Anybody else? It's still spendable. Okay, so like you guys said, this $20 bill is never going to decrease in value. At the end of the day, no matter what I do to it, I crumple it up, I put it on the ground, guess what? You're still going to go to the store and be able to spend it, right? The worth of this bill is $20. And that's kind of what I want to talk to you all today. You guys came to this conference called what? What's this conference called? I'm worth it. And that's what I want to talk about, worth. When you guys think of the word worth, can somebody give me a definition of what worth really means? Anybody know the definition? No? Any adult? Anybody? I heard value. Value, exactly. That's my definition. Worth is value. No matter what I do to this $20 bill is still going to be $20. This pen right here, the worth of it might be $2. My phone, the worth of it might be $200. It is the value of something. And as young women, I think it's very, very, very important that you understand who you are so that you know your worth. And so you know how much you really worth. So you can understand that the money that you guys have, the clothes that you have on your back, the friends that surround you, anything you see on social media or anything that you come face to face with, that it doesn't dictate to who you are and what you can potentially be in life, right? Okay, just like this example, just like this money, many times in our lives, we're crumpled up, right? We're dropped on the ground. We're grounded into the dirt. There might be situations in our life that you're criticized, by the way that you look. Somebody might call you fat. Somebody might call you ugly. Somebody might say that you're not worth anything. You may not have the fanciest clothes, the car. You may not have it all. But looking around this room, can anybody be honest and say that they felt like they were worthless? Like they felt like they were unimportant or had any value in life? I can be honest and say I felt like that. Anybody felt like that in the room? Okay. But the great thing about knowing your worth and about having self-worth is that when you really know for yourself, when you really know that you have self-worth, nobody can ever take that away from you. You guys believe that? That nobody can take that away from you? It's kind of like those days, I guess I'm having one of those kind of days, when you know today you're looking good. Do you guys have good days? When you know that you're looking good, you just came from the hair salon, your hair is laying right. When you just bought a new outfit, you put it on. You got the matching accessories, the earrings, the necklace, the watch, you have matching shoes. When you know on that day that you're looking real good, we all do this. If I have a nice outfit on, what do you guys do before you leave the house? I'm sure you guys have Facebook, Instagram. You're all in the mirror, posing, taking pictures for Facebook and Instagram. You might send a picture to your boyfriend because you know on that day that you're looking fine, right? Right? So just like you have that confidence, when you know who you are, when you know that you're looking good on that day, when you really know that you're beautiful, that you can look in the mirror and regardless of your flaws, you know how beautiful you are. When you know how much value and potential you have, nobody, and I mean nobody, can ever come up to you and put a price tag on your merchandise. Nobody can put a price tag on what's yours when you know for yourself what your self-worth is. And that's what I want to talk about on today. Whether you guys need a reminder, whether you're trying to figure out your self-worth, we're going to run our own price check today, okay? Is that okay? We're going to run our own price check so you can get back to figuring out what your self-worth is. Is that okay, guys? Okay. I love when you guys talk back to me. I'm a little nervous, but y'all just looking at me. I need you to participate. Okay, self-worth. First of all, this is a quote that I absolutely love. When I was trying to find content from this, I saw this quote, and it means a lot because when you know your worth, nobody, or no one can make you feel worthless. What is self-worth? We just talked about the definition of worth. But the only difference with self-worth is that it's the worth that you assign to yourself. It's value, respect, and the standard that you establish in describing who and what you're all about. You know, it's not based on what other people think. It's not based off what your family thinks, not what your friends think. It is not based off of anybody else. It's based off of how you view yourself. Do you guys believe this? Okay. And the key to finding yourself is focusing on yourself. Nobody knows you better than your own self, right? You spend 24 hours a day with your own self, 7 days a week, 365 days throughout the year. Nobody knows you better than yourself. And today I'm going to kind of give you my personal journey, 5 steps in what I had to do in order to get to the place that I am, to get to know my self-worth. Self-acceptance. That's the very first step, and that step is really hard. It was hard for me at first. This quote says, "Don't compare yourself to others. You are you. No one could come close to being you, even if they tried." Like I said, I had a hard time accepting who I was. I'm going to put a disclaimer up. I have a photo collage that I'm going to put up. You know, it's okay to laugh because I laugh at myself too, but don't laugh too hard. But I'm bold enough to put this up here. This is a photo collage of myself. You don't have to say, "Oh, I know something." But this is from me up until about junior high. I wasn't always so comfortable in my skin. As a baby, you can see, I had a big old afro. I had bags underneath my eyes. I think I was not the prettiest baby, but my parents passed me along. I was the first grandchild, the first kid, so they just thought I was the prettiest baby in the world. But like I said, I wasn't so comfortable in my skin. Throughout my childhood, I struggled with my weight. And as a teenager, I would often compare myself to people that I saw around me. And this is a very, very unhealthy habit. I still sometimes do that. I'm sure you guys maybe have done that in your lives too. But this is a really unhealthy habit because women around the world, they're comparing themselves to other women, and they're doing things like they're risking their bodies, risking their lives just to look like somebody you see on TV. So, like I said, this is a very, very unhealthy habit. It got to a point where I was kind of depressed. You know, every time I would look in the mirror, I was depressed because, I didn't like my body. I didn't like who I was. But after so long, I had to self-accept. I had to accept who I was because, after all, this is the body that I'm going to have from when I'm born all the way until I die. This is my body. I'm not going to get another body. So I really had to accept who I was. I have another collage. This is from me. High school on to kind of college to me now. Like I said, I had to accept myself. I hear some laughs. Yes, okay. So I had to accept myself. I wasn't born to be 110 pounds. I wasn't born to have long blonde hair or to have flawless skin. I was rather healthy back then, but you know what? Instead of me complaining about it, what I had to do was look myself in the mirror and say, I'm going to do something about it. Rather than complaining about it, I'm going to do something about it. And it's who I am. I don't think I would be me if I didn't have everything that I have or God gave me. So once you can truly accept yourself, you accept who you are, you can begin to love who you are. And that's the next step, self-love. I love this quote because it says, "In order for you to soar, you must learn to fly." And fly stands for, first, love yourself. You have to love yourself unconditionally. Like I said, you're not going to get another body. So if you don't love yourself, how can you expect somebody else to love you? If you don't respect yourself, how can you expect somebody else to respect you? And like we're talking about worth, if you don't have worth for yourself, how can somebody else say that you're worthy of anything if you don't even believe that in yourself? There's this song by India.Arie. It's talking about embracing yourself and how you have to love yourself no matter what. And just briefly going through these lyrics, it says, when I look in the mirror, the only one there is me. It says that our Creator didn't make any mistakes. You know, she's saying in this video, I'm not the average girl from your video. I'm not built to build like a supermodel, but I have to love myself unconditionally. And that's what I want you guys to know, that you have to love yourself unconditionally because you all are queens. Number 3, self-plan. This quote says, failing to plan is planning to fail. Once you accept yourself, once you love yourself, you cannot stop there. Once you realize all the features that you have, all the talents that you guys have, you're going to want the very best for your life, right? You're going to want to be successful. Who doesn't want to be successful in here? Who doesn't want to make a lot of money? You guys not want to make a lot of money? Money excites me, so I want to make a lot of money. I want to have a prosperous life. I could have never graduated from high school. I could have never graduated from college. Could have never had the job that I have. I could not have been, a role model or a leader. I could not be standing in front of you guys if I did not have a successful plan for myself. Do you guys agree with that? Okay. Your plan keeps you focused. It keeps you connected with your purpose, and it keeps you connected with who you are. Yes, you're going to have roadblocks. You're going to have difficult times. It's life. That's what it's all about. But when you're following a plan, you are more quickly to recover from all your setbacks. So plan to succeed, and guess what? You're going to succeed. The 4th step is self-motivation. This might sound a little crazy, but this next step is going to require you to talk to yourself. Does anybody talk to themselves, motivate themselves? Yes, talk to yourself. You have to tell yourself that you matter and that you can do anything that you put your mind to. That's simply called self-affirmation, or you're giving yourself a pep talk. Have you guys ever been to a pep rally at your school? For football or for basketball, what you're doing, you and your peers are coming around and pumping up this team. You're getting excited, you're getting loud, and you're letting them know that they can beat their opponent, right? In your life, you're not always going to have people that are going to pump you up. You're not going to always have people that are going to cheer you on. Guess what? You're going to have haters. I've had plenty of haters. I've had people that are jealous of me that don't want to see you exceed, but that's the time where you need to be able to empower yourself. And you have to inspire yourself. You have to let yourself know that you can be successful. And it may sound silly at first, but this is a good way to start changing those negative perceptions that people place on you, that you even place on yourself. You have to make it a daily routine. You have to make it a daily routine. Tell yourself, I am somebody. Tell yourself, I am beautiful. I am loved. I am intelligent. I will be successful. I will go to college. And guess what? This last one, I'm worth it. That's why we're here, because we're worth it. And not even just motivating myself, I like to listen to music. You guys like to listen to music? I like to listen to gospel music. I also like to listen to music that's going to empower me, that's going to inspire me, that's going to make me feel good. I always say this in my presentation because I love Beyonce, I love Destiny's Child. They talk about a song that says, I'm a survivor. I love that song because it's saying that you're a survivor no matter what. No matter what people say about you, no matter what they do to try to tear you down, you're a survivor and you're going to make it. Anybody know who Carrie Hilson is? She has a song, Pretty Girl Rock. I love that song, Pretty Girl Rock, right? And then Christina Aguilera, she has a song that says, beautiful. You are beautiful no matter what. So you have to motivate yourself, and you have to listen to music that's going to empower you. You have to keep yourself going. And my final step is self-worth. Again, when you know your worth, nobody can make you feel worthless. When you focus on yourself, make it a point. Take these steps. You have to accept yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to make a plan for yourself. And you have to motivate yourself because, you're building up this self-worth. When I look around this room, every girl in this room is different. Don't you agree? Every girl in this room was different. There was no accident about it. Your Creator did not, He created you different for a reason. The color of your skin, the length of your hair, your body type, the family that you were born into, your natural talents. The talents the gifts and the talents that you have established over the years. When I look in this room, I see beauty. I see creativity. I see talent. And I most importantly see young women of worth. But guess what? This is what I think. When I personally see, that's what I see. But it does not matter if you guys don't see it and believe it for yourself. You have to have self-worth. You have to look at yourself and say, hey, I am somebody. So I challenge you guys, in my closing, I challenge you to view yourself like this. I first saw this picture in my grandfather's office. What is it? It's a cat looking at itself, and it sees a lion. We might see this as just a cat that just meows. But guess what? That cat is looking in the mirror and saying, I am a lion. I can roar. I'm strong. It doesn't matter what anybody else says because I believe that I'm courageous, that I can do whatever a lion can do, regardless if I'm a cat. So because no matter what happens in your life, you have to see yourself as your own self. You have to, what matters most is how you see yourself. No matter what happens in your life, how you see yourself is going to determine the depths and the heights of your success. Do you really believe that? That how you view yourself is going to push you to where you want to be. So as I end, I want you guys to commit to finding your worth. Once you discover it, no one can ever take that away from you. You are strong. You are beautiful. You truly are women of worth. And I say this a lot. I truly believe that we were created on purpose, with a purpose, and for a purpose. Be the best you that you can be because you are truly worth it. And I want to kind of leave this seminar in a fun way. I found this song. Does anybody know who Katy Perry is? I listened to a song, it's called Fireworks, and I believe this kind of wraps up everything that we're saying. She's saying that you have to ignite, let your colors show, because you guys can be a firework. So we're just going to group to this song for a little bit. But I thank you all for listening, and I hope you guys got something from this, this kickoff to I'm Worth It.